It is the Flow Friday Sports Show, and it's great to have Carla Fletcher back on the line with us. She's from the Hume Netball competition, and we are seriously getting right into the thick of it now. We're looking at this weekend, a big preliminary final taking place. But firstly, let's find out what happened on the weekend. We'll go over now to Carla. Carla, what's happening?
Hi, Alice. How are you? I'm really well, thanks. We had a great weekend of finals. Look, we had the major semi-finals on Saturday, and we saw some really close results and some great crowds around the court supporting their teams. I'd just like to say congratulations to Osborne, who won the 11 B and C grade, Lockhart, who took out the 13s, CDHBU the 15s, Billabong Crows the 17s, and Gindra had some good wins in A and C reserves, and all of those teams will go straight through into the grand final.
Sounds very exciting. Let's talk a little bit more about the A-grade game. So what did you make of it?
Yeah, look, the A-grade was a pretty good game. The best on court for in the A-grade game went to Taylor Vogel, and she led Gindra to a 9-goal win over Osborne, 56-47. Gindra really blew out the game there for a bit, and they had a good 15-goal win, but Osborne made some changes in their defence, but look, they just couldn't contain Gindra's shooters, Chelsea Burns and Daria Brook, and Gindra ended up having a really good win, and they were really pleased with their efforts going into the grand final, in a couple of weeks' time.
As far as the B grade goes, and some of the other rep teams as well from Osborne, what did you make of that? Was that a surprise at all to see their overall dominance?
No. Look, Osborne have been pretty well up there all year. They were on top in B grade, C grade, and C reserve. So it wasn't not expected of them to win that. So they had a really good win in the B grade as well. But one of the teams that really stood out on the weekend was the Billabong Crows 17 and under team. They advanced into the grand final. They had a massive 82-43 goal win against Holbrook, and one of their young players, Jennifer Sandrell, she was awarded best on court with a great game in goal defence. So well done to that team. I think they will be really hard to beat.
You know, it's interesting looking at the A-grade, Osborne, they finished just shy of taking out first spot, which obviously was taken out by Gindra. But would you say that given the other Osborne sides were so dominant, I almost wonder if they'd perhaps swapped their squad around and just rotated a few more times throughout the season? You never know, they might have got one of those sort of hidden gems from the C and B grade stepping into the A grade and providing some wonders, and it could have been all the difference for Osborne in the end, who could have finished first in the A grade.
Yeah, look, Osborne took their opportunities to move some of their B grade players up. I know Louise Madden, she's a shooter in B grade. She had a couple of games in the goal ring for Osborne, and look, she held her own as well. But look, Gindra just played a really steady game, moved the ball down the court, and I think they just took a little bit more, had a little bit more opportunities with their goals going in. So I think that it just boiled down to that. Osborne really fought back hard, but look, the amount of goals that Gindra had put on was too much for Osborne to contain in the end. So, they're going to be out there this weekend in full force, I'd say.
Very good analysis, Carla. It just paints the overall picture, doesn't it, of the depth that club has, Osborne. I mean, if they can do it across all those grades and still be so competitive at the highest level, it's the type of depth that any other club would fear.
Yes, and look, there's a couple of clubs up there at the moment that have got that depth. How Long is one of them, and Gindra also had a few teams in the senior grades, and so did Billabong Crows. So, look, it just comes down to how you play on the day. The best that you make of the opportunities that you're given. And it was obviously Ginger's day on Saturday.
Let's take a look at what's happening on Saturday in terms of the A grade, Carla. Just paint the picture for us. Where is it? And what are you looking forward to most about the A grade preliminary final?
Look, we're back to Wurrunberi after we had our Sundays games at How Long. How Long, they've got quite a few teams. They're represented across 6 grades of netball on Saturday. In the 11th, How Long will take on Lockhart. How Long and BB Saints will battle it out in the 13s, the 15s and B grade. And in the 17s, Holbrook will play Henty. And then in the C Reserve, we see minor premiers Osborne take on Billabong Crows. C Reserve have had some really close contests, so looking forward to that game. And in C grade, we see How Long take on Gindra. But look, I think the big clash of the day is going to be in the A grade where Osborne take on How Long. Both of these clubs have a number of teams playing in the prelims, and I'm sure there's going to be some huge support and cheering from the sidelines. So looking forward to that game.
Carla, you're the perfect person to ask how Long go about this game. Obviously, all the pressure's going to be on Osborne in order to ensure that they go on and really don't underachieve this season because they've had such a strong year, obviously. But How Long will fancy their chances because, as we say in the typical sort of cliche way in finals sport, it can go either way on the day. So what do How Long need to do to get a result?
Look, I think like last Sunday, How Long's coach Emma Partida, she really stepped up on the weekend and she just led her team right from the word go. And look, she received best on court last Sunday. So I think she will play a key, and also their goal shooter, Erin Harbright, really strong rebounder, really quite tall, and they feed the ball really well into her. But I'm sure Sally Hunter from Osborne, she will be working really hard on some positions and, key matchups from the Osborne girls. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sally lines up on Erin, or Sally and Emma might have a really good battle on the court, both coaches. So it's going to be really interesting.
There we have it. Carla Fletcher, our expert on all things Hume Netball. We'll be checking in with you again next week to see how it all goes. Thank you so much again for your time on the Flow Friday Sports Show, and enjoy the netball this weekend.
Thanks, Alice. And I'd just like to say, well done to How Long, who hosted the minor finals last Sunday. They did a really great job and everything was organised and set up. And I'm really looking forward to the weekend's games of footy and netball, and also our presentation, vote count night on Monday night as well. So, it's going to be a massive weekend over here at Hume.